Great. Thank you for that great introduction. I hope I can live up to all that hoopla. First of all, good morning, New Zealand, Inc. I heard Andy say that, and I think I'll pick up on that. First of all, a couple of things. I've got good news, which is I'm only going to be 12 minutes, as my minders promised to shut off the microphone if I dare go over. And secondly, I've got great news, which is I have absolutely no PowerPoint. So someone once told me the definition of an expert is somebody more than 100 miles from home with PowerPoint. So I guess I can check one of those boxes. First of all, I was last here 5 years ago, about the midpoint from the time the challenge was laid down 10 years ago and today. The Icehouse was underway and doing very well. The New Zealand Venture Investment Fund was just showing early roots. And I've been traveling the country for the last week. I will be traveling for the next week. And my anecdotal comment is great progress. All indicators are up and to the right, as we would say. As all business people know, that's where your charts need to go. There's a lot of enthusiasm. There's a lot of ambitiousness. There's a lot of sort of infectious culture here. So everything is on the right path. The thing I would say, though, is I would to any startup organization that was off to a good start is be careful. The easy part's over. Now comes the hard part. Startups are hard. The hype is over. You're in the valley of death. You need patience and hard work. Entrepreneurship is not easy. Achieving the kind of wealth somewhat is a bit of a draw, but as I would call it many times, the term I like to use is think of it as business pornography. If you pick up an article in the paper, it sounds like it's easy. It sounds like somebody rolls out of bed one day, bumps their head, walks down to Sand Hill Road in Silicon Valley, raises a bunch of money, 15 minutes later goes public. Okay? It's just not that hard. It takes a tremendous amount of patience and hard work. And Kiwis certainly have the reputation for being able to do that. And now, over the next 10 years, we'll see how well that can be done. There are two audiences out there today that I'm addressing. There are the entrepreneurs, and there are the financiers and investors, and the ecosystem supporting entrepreneurs. And I think those are the two key audiences to address. First of all, the challenge is to up your game by both parties. I think Andy laid out a tremendous goal for the Icehouse. Contribute directly 1,000 new companies over the next 10 years, contributing to New Zealand Inc.'s greatness. I admire him for laying that out in public. I admire him for setting such an audacious goal. And I think that's the kind of thing we have to do and see more of. To those investors and those in the ecosystem, keep up the momentum. The easy part is over. The short-term players, or as we would call them, the posers, have folded up shop and gone home. The real people are here and contributing and will continue to contribute. Stick with it. Stay the course. Venture investments take a long time to come to fruition. The typical venture fund is 10 years long for a reason. That's at least how long it takes. When you look at early stage investments, it's even longer. For those of you entrepreneurs out there, my challenge to you is simple. Do more. It's not easy. Much is expected of you. I travel North America. I travel the states of North America, states of US, the provinces of Canada, many countries in the world. And somehow, for some reason, New Zealanders say the same thing everyone says. We don't have access to enough money, okay? I was in Silicon Valley about 6 weeks working with a very successful company. They don't have access to enough money. I don't want to hear about it. No one's allowed to say that again today. I lay down that rule. Why? The numbers support what I'm claiming here. If you look over the last 5 years, more than 300 deals have been done. More than $190 million of venture capital have gone directly into the system. So the numbers don't support the entrepreneurial claim. If you do the math, when I was here 5 years ago, about 1 deal a week got done. If you do the math now, about 3 deals a week get done. If you're an entrepreneur, that's all you need to hear. There is money out there. Go make it happen. We have a lot of things I'm working on, a lot of things the Icehouse can deliver that show you how to make that happen. So my main message to the entrepreneurs is go out and do it. If the world hears the kind of capital that's available here, and recently I've gotten wind of some of the terms and how attractive they are, trust me, immigration is going to increase dramatically, and you will be very challenged for that pool of money. So just to close up here, to both parties, both investors and those entrepreneurs in the ecosystem, I advise patience and hard work. And I'm going to call on one of your own as an example. Sir Edmund Hillary did not set out for fame and fortune. He did set out to climb a mountain. He lived a lifestyle that required a very humble man, very humble beginnings. He practiced constantly. He failed often. He persisted always. One day, one lucky day, after many attempts, preparation, which is key, met opportunity. A great philosopher once said, luck is when preparation meets opportunity. Preparation met opportunity, and he succeeded. So New Zealand Inc., the next move is yours, and I look forward to seeing what happens. Thank you.